What is up, guys, and welcome back to our St. Louis Blues Fantasy Draft Franchise Mode series. We are in the Stanley Cup Final, and we are going for a repeat. In the last video, we dominated the Anaheim Ducks, beat them in 4 games, or beat them 4 out of 5 games, what I meant to say. 30 seconds in, I've already fucked up. Oh, shit. Beat them 4 out of 5 games. The first game we got shut out. I was kind of concerned, but then we dominated. Corey Schneider and Matt Murray played pretty well, only giving up 8 goals in 4 games. And now we are playing the New Jersey Devils, who have played 2 more games than us so far in this playoffs. Maybe that'll become a factor. Maybe fatigue will set in on the Devils. Who knows? Let's take a look at the New Jersey Devils and see what they're working with. In terms of the team ratings, we have 3 points better on offense, 5 points better on defense, but they have 2 points better goaltending. I believe that is John Tavares. Let's find out. Let's see if I'm right. Who knows? Okay, there's our lines. Fuck, a little bit of anticlimactic there. I'm just going to show you guys. We've played 17 games for reference to these point totals. So the top line playing pretty well, second line not so much. There's the third line. Anthony Mantha's playing like shit, and the fourth line is pretty damn good. Defense, that's what we have here, and in 17 games once again. So the top pairing is scoring all of our goals, or getting all the points for the D-core, but that's fine with me. And then Matt Murray. There we go. All right, so let's take a look at the New Jersey Devils. All right, here's the Devils. And the thing that pops out to me the most is how strong they are down the middle. They got 96 overall John Tavares as their top line center, 89 overall Henrik Zetterberg, and then 88 overall Jordan Staal as their third line center. Pretty strong down the middle there, but to be strong down the middle, they're going to have to be weaker on the wings, and they are, as David Perron, the former St. Louis Blue, is their top line left winger. And I'm not sure how a team led by David Perron made the Stanley Cup final, but that's fine. And then Mark Stone, the man, the myth, the legend himself, is over there on the right wing. I had a guy on Reddit tell me that he said something like Mark Stone was better than every single Bruins forward that wasn't Brad Marchand, and I'm just like, excuse me? I would take at least 4 Bruins. He said every Senators forward is better than every Bruins forward except for Brad Marchand. I'm like, okay, you're just fucking trolling. You're just trolling. He said Mark Stone was the best Senators forward. He said Mark Stone was, people compared him to Bergeron. I'm like, that's cool, yeah, but I feel like if you're comparing him to Bergeron, you're already saying Bergeron's better. All right, I'm off my soapbox. That is neither here nor there. It's not a Bruins series. It's not even a Senators series. We're not even playing the Senators, and I'm sitting here talking shit. All right, so their second line, they got Riley Barber with Henrik Zetterberg and Michael Frolik. Pretty weak second line other than Zetterberg. Obviously, he is fantastic. Probably one of the best second line centers this season. Their third line, pretty good pairing here in Tyler Bozak and Jordan Staal, but they get a little bit weaker when you get to the right wing and you get to David Jones as an 82 overall. So not too scary from David Jones, but Bozak and Staal are a pretty damn good third pairing combination, or third line combination. Their fourth line of Michael Latta, Nick Shore, and Colton Sevier. Nick Shore is pretty good for a fourth line center. The other two are about average, so looking at our lines, I feel like we have an advantage on the first line just because they have Perron on their wing and Perron's shit. We have an advantage on their second line, even though Zetterberg's probably better than any of our second liners. Our wings are better than theirs. The third line's probably about even. Jordan Staal and Bozak really bring them up. And then I think we have an advantage on the fourth line, especially with how well our fourth line is playing. Defensively, for the Devils, they have Bouwmeester and Burns, so another former St. Louis Blue on the top line for the Devils in Jay Bouwmeester. And then the second line, they got Alexei Yemelin and Christian Ehrhoff. And the third pairing, not so good, in Robbie Russo and Zibnik Mahalik, maybe. I don't know. So they have 380s. That's not good. An 89 is pretty good, but an 86 on their top pairing is not the best. And then 84 on their second pairing is also not the best. And the 80 is obviously trash. So I feel like their defense is not too good. But their goaltending, Henrik Lundqvist. I mean, if we can solve Lundqvist this series, it'll be cake the rest of the way, because I'm not scared of their offense. I'm not scared of their defense. The only thing I am potentially scared of is Lundqvist. And if you look at all of his stats, pretty much 90s around the board. Yeah. So looking at his stats, though, also pretty damn scary. In 19 games, he's held a 935 save and a 2 GAA. So really, really good stats for Lundqvist thus far, and I'm pretty sure he's the reason that they've made it this far in the playoffs. So 19 games, let's look at their point totals. Perron with 10, Tavares 20, Stone 17. So if they had a better left winger, that top line would be pretty scary. Riley Barber 8. Oh my God, Zetterberg 19 games, 24 points. For League 15, Bozak 13, Stahl 10, Jones 7, 4, 2, and 4 for their bottom line. Those guys are minuses. But that second line, mainly Henrik Zetterberg with 24 points. That's kind of scary there. He has more points than Tavares. He has 20. So they got 2 point a game guys. Zetterberg a little bit more than point a game. So we'll have to shut those guys down if we want to be successful in this series. Bouwmeester 3, Burns 5, 1, 7 for Ehrhoff. That's pretty good. 4 and 3. So it's going to be the deciding factor is going to be if we can shut down those top 2 centers and figure out Henrik Lundqvist. Other than that, though, I feel like we have advantages all across the board in this series, and we should be able to pull out a win. But it's going to depend on if Matt Murray shits the bed or if he shows up here in this first round. Alright, sorry boys if you noticed a weird jump cut right there. I had to go answer the phone. It was my grandma. She thought I called her, but I did not, because I was recording this video when she said I called. So whatever that was about, I do not know. Let's just get right into this simulation as I pressed the wrong button. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, so we got the Devils. They are at home. They are about 10 points better than us on this season. And I'm getting called again, so I'll be right back one more time. Alright, boys. She called again to tell me the time that apparently I called her. I did not. Let's get right into this simulation, and hopefully I don't have to stop this again. She said she wouldn't call back, but we'll see. You never know. Alright. First period. Alright, so they got a goal from Tyler Bozak. We got a goal from Leon Draisaitl. So that good third line pairing they have of Bozak Stahl comes up there in the first period. We get one from our top line. Let's see what happens in the second. We get a goal there from Ivan Provorov. So I think this game so far is a classic case of our offense and our defense being better than theirs. As we're outscoring them, outshooting them. Lundqvist isn't playing bad. 27 shots, 2 goals is pretty good. But Matt Murray's playing pretty well as well. So let's see if we can carry over that performance into the third period. 5 minutes in, nothing happens. The Devils get a power play. They cannot convert, as I have kind of like the hiccups / burps. I don't even know what's going on. 5 minutes left here in this game. We still have a 1-goal lead. Can we hold on to it? Matt Murray coming up big here in the third period. Oh my God. Michael Latta scores. With 11 seconds left. They had their fourth line out there at the end of the game, probably with the goaltender pulled. That pisses me off. And just because it's the Stanley Cup final, what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. We're going to watch it, boys. You're going to watch it. I don't care how long this video is. I just want to maximize, I guess, like the enjoyment from the Stanley Cup final, from our repeat appearance. So let's go down here to settings and change this shit up so we can watch it like we always do. So yeah, this is a really important game. If we win this game, we'll have taken home ice advantage already from the Devils. And if we lose this game, the Devils might get some momentum, having scored with 11 seconds left to tie the game up and then win it in overtime. That would be huge for them, and they would probably ride on that high for a few games to come. So in that third period there, we give up 10 shots. We only got 5, and we got scored on. So it looks like we held up a little bit and kind of stopped playing, kind of turtled, I guess. So the face-off here, Draisaitl wins it. Forsberg comes in and takes it. Back up to Draisaitl, and he sort of had a little miniature breakaway there, but he decided to dump it in. Not sure what that's about, as the Devils work their way out of the zone with Jay Bouwmeester leading the rush. A little 3-on-2. Now it's like a 2-on-5. Passes it back to Stone. He turns it over. Draisaitl, dangerous pass right in front of the net to Forsberg. He carries it in and slap shots it around the boards. Brent Burns picks it up, wheels around up to Perron, the mouth breather himself. He carries it in the zone. A little deek, passes it over to Tavares. Dangerous guy to have the puck on his stick, just wheeling around the offensive zone to Burns. It's tipped in front. Matt Murray's there with the save. Alright, so we haven't really had any sort of chances thus far. I mean, the only 2 times we got in the zone, we just dumped it around and did not retrieve it. So it'd be nice here if we could get the puck in the zone, get some ice time, or get some attacking zone time, and we cannot get it out of ours. Oh, good defense by Draisaitl as Tavares was right in front of the net. Murray was sprawling. Forsberg comes in. Draisaitl, oh, okay, Forsberg with the deke pass as he gets hit, as he tries to deke, and it just slides over to Draisaitl right in front of the net, but he is stoned by Lundqvist. And the Devils are setting up their offense. A little dump and chase action. Alzner gets it up to Sedin, over to Jágr, who's carrying it into the zone. And a little surprise slapper on net. Easy save by Lundqvist. And Jágr could have had 33 up front, but he could not get the pass over. It hit the goaltender, I think. Tavares, oh my fucking god. Tavares with the 7-minute shift. Comes in, gets hit, picks it up, and then just snipes it on Matt Murray. So disappointing there. Oh my lord. He had 4 guys on him. He had 4 guys on him. Let's see what happened here. He tries to put it on his forehand, do some dekes, I guess. Loses it. Who's that with the poke check? 27? 27 is Ryan Murray. So Ryan Murray with the poke check. Tavares skate kicks it up as Murray's trying to pick it up. Murray fails to do so. Tavares kicks it to himself. He's got Jágr coming in hot, just past Murray, and we got Vanek and it's Alzner there. Vanek and Alzner looks like they're right between the puck and the net, but as Tavares is winding up, they just glide out of the way, and then Murray does not see the shot. Murray can't even see Tavares, really. So, can't really blame that on Murray. He is a little bit out of position, but he couldn't see it at all as he was getting screened by Alzner and Vanek, but as soon as the puck released, they got out of the way. So it'd be nice if we get a block shot there. We should have stolen the puck from him, but oh well. So there goes game 1. If we lose game 1 to the Devils, we still have another chance here in game 2 to take home ice from them and head back to St. Louis with at least a tied series. Let's see if we can take advantage of that, and let's see if we can avoid giving the Devils some more momentum, as they scored with 11 seconds left to tie it up, and then they won it in overtime fairly quickly. Let's see if we can slow them down, and we can, as Jágr scores in the first 5 minutes, and Zetterberg scores in the last 30 seconds of the period. But we outshot them 12-6, and it doesn't look like there's too much of a momentum effect going on here. So let's see what happens in the second period, and Jágr gets another one. So good shit there from the man, the myth, the legend, the mullet, the Yolet himself, Jaromir Jágr, quite the nickname. He scores, and he is working on a hat trick as we are outshooting the Devils 22-12. So Jágr, we got a power play there. We can't score, but Brent Burns scores 4 minutes into this third period to tie it up. So let's see if we can avoid what happened last game, and oh my god. I didn't mean that way, boys. I did not mean it that way. Mark Stone takes the lead for the Devils. We got a power play. We cannot capitalize. If we want to win this series, we need to capitalize on chances like that. And we are down 0-2. Son of a bitch. So the Devils had quite the performance there in that third period, scoring 3 unanswered goals to win by 2. So we're headed back to St. Louis in a hole. But just like in real life, the Nashville Predators headed back to Nashville down 2-0. And the Cleveland Cavaliers last season, they were down 2-0 after 2, and they came back and won. So let's see if the St. Louis Blues can follow in those footsteps and win both of these games at home. First period, all right, bad start. Henrik Zetterberg scores another goal for the Devils. He is playing out of his fucking mind. Second period, yep, why not? Zetterberg scores again. Just whatever, man. Just whatever. He's working on his hat trick as we give them a 5-on-3. But we kill it off. Are we going to get shut out here in Game 3? John Tavares scores. Whatever, man. Whatever. We might get shut out, boys. We might get swept in the Stanley Cup Final. We just might. Oh, my God. All right. We got shut out here in Game 3. Lundqvist. 28 save shutout. Zetterberg and Tavares were your other 3 stars. All right. Well, it's over, boys. We lost. We lost. Let's just not get swept. That's where I'm at this point. Just don't get swept. First period. Sedin scores. He decided to show up, but Jordan Stahl scored. So that deep down the middle team in the Devils, they are showing up here in the Stanley Cup Final. Second period. Toffoli scores. All right, we're up by 1. But just like in a couple of previous games, we've lost when we're up by 1 headed into the third. Let's see if we can change our fortunes this time around. As, I'm not going to say it. I was about to commend our goaltender for his play, but I'm not going to. Yep, just fuck me. Just fuck. Oh, Draisaitl, there we go. Draisaitl scores as soon as their power play ends, and we cannot score on ours. But we're still ahead. We're still ahead. 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Come on, boys. 1 minute. Anthony Mantha gets the empty netter, and so does Sanheim. All right, so I was going to commend Matt Murray, because at that point he had like a 30 save, only 1 goal allowed performance, and then as soon as I say that, he gets scored on. But Draisaitl redeemed me a little bit, and we scored a couple empty netters there. So hopefully that can provide us with enough momentum to carry back to New Jersey to try to win Game 5. So the cup is in the building. I forgot to say that before this game. Erik Karlsson with a hat trick of helpers. Good shit from him. So the cup is in the building at New Jersey. So let's see if we can avoid them winning on home ice right here in Game 5. Let's see if we can send this series back to St. Louis. And if we do that, we'll be on a 2-game win streak. We'll be playing at home. We'll have all the momentum. So let's see if we can do that. And if we can, then we're right back in this series, boys. First period, Draisaitl scores. There we go. We're out shooting them 13-6. Okay. Good first period there. We're out shooting them, outplaying them, outscoring them, out everything. And I say that, now we're going to fuck up the second period. No, we did not. So Chikrin there gets a goal to make it a 2-goal game. Bozak brings it back within 1. We are out shooting them by 15. So if we can just get a little bit better play from our goaltender, if he can shut the door, make like 6 saves this period, if we can hold them to like 6 shots, that would be great. So let's see what happens here in this third period. Let's see if we can send this series back to St. Louis. So we're still out shooting them by a hefty margin as we take a penalty. Oh my God, it's a long one. Oh, okay, we killed it off. Holy shit. Okay, we had 2 penalties. A Ginla with a tripping, Ryan Murray with a slashing as he was trying to kill the penalty. Less than 10 minutes, boys. Can we stay alive for 1 more game? There we go. Radim Verbata. So finally our 4th line decided to show up. It took them until Game 5. Good shit. 35-21 was the shots. 3-1 was the goal count. Murray with a 95% save percentage in that game. Draisaitl with 3 points. Chikrin with a goal. The game-winning goal, I should say. Alright, so we're headed here to Game 6, back in St. Louis. We have momentum. We're playing at home, but the cup is still in the building. We cannot afford a poor performance here. Let's go, Blues, you motherfuckers. Who do we need? We need the Vanek. It'd be nice to get a goal from Vanek. Yager scored some this series. Forsberg. Let's get a goal from Forsberg this game. So Forsberg, Vanek, and a little bit of action from the 4th line would be great. Maybe a Karlsson goal. So that's what I'm looking for in this game. First period. All right. So you call for the 4th line, and they show up. Sam Bennett scores from the 4th line. Ribeiro from the 3rd. They got a goal from Riley Barber. They are out shooting us 11-6, but it looks like we're in Lundqvist's head. We're in his head. 2 goals on 6 shots. Lundqvist not playing great. Second period. All right. Even game so far. Perron, the mouth breather, and John Tavares scored for the Devils. So the first line coming up big there in that period. We did get a goal from Erik Karlsson. I called for it, and I received it. So they are out shooting us by 6. So it'd be nice to shut down their shots a little bit in this third period and get some more shots on Lundqvist, because we're going to need more shots if we're going to need more goals. Tavares scores for the Devils. Fuck me. All right. I don't know, man. Penalty kill. All right, so we're going to watch these last 4 minutes, see if our team can mount a miraculous comeback. We just need 1 goal, boys. We got 4 minutes. We just need 1 goal. And I'm actually going to change this to like 10-minute periods, so it doesn't go by really fast. So in quick settings, can I do that? I don't know where I can do that. I can do it here. Yeah, ultra realistic gameplay. That's what we want to see. We want to see some ultra realism. So this simulation is probably going to take at least 2 or 3 minutes, but it'll be worth it, boys. It'll be worth it. We just need 1 goal, man. 4 minutes to get 1 goal and send this game to overtime, and then just see what happens from there. Just need to get this game to overtime and see what happens. We are at home, but the cup's in the building, so all sorts of pressure. I pressed the wrong button there. That's okay. Let's go back, go down to select sides as I have to talk out where I'm going. I need to yawn. Fuck me. Don't know why I'm yawning. Let's go to true broadcast. I only got 7 hours of sleep, but I mean, like, I woke up naturally. It's not like I set an alarm or anything. So I don't know what the deal is going on there. All right, let's get right into this shit as I need to stop talking about my sleep schedule. Okay, Draisaitl in the face-off circle with John Tavares. Tavares gets the stick lift win back to Ymelin. Over to Perron. Let's see what he can do. He just dumps it in. And Forsberg goes after it. Stone takes it from him. Perron. Good save there from Matt Murray. We need to play like that. There we go. Looking at the top 10 in goals, we got a couple guys. Verbata actually has the most goals on her team from the 4th line. Holy shit. So defensive zone face-off here for Draisaitl. Can he come up big? He can. Wins it straight back to Provorov clean. We have a little 3-on-2 here with our top line. And Toffoli goes a little bit wide, and we turn it over nearly. Draisaitl over to Karlsson to Draisaitl slapper. Oh, deflected on net. Holy shit. Oh, puck's loose. Okay. So Toffoli with a huge deflection there, but Lundqvist was in good position as the Devils dump it in and chase after it. Perron, not sure what that pass was. Point to point to Burns. Forsberg, skate, skate, skate. We got a little 2-on-1 here. Forsberg and Toffoli. A little 1-on-1 from Toffoli. He tries to snipe it, but Lundqvist with the glove save. 2.5 minutes, boys. Season on the line. Repeat Stanley Cup champion attempt on the line. Look at that deflection. My goodness. Lundqvist with the pads, though. So Sedin, offensive zone face-off here against Zetterberg. Can he come up big? No, he cannot. As a little tie-up, Burns comes in, but he loses it. Van Eyck has it, wheeling around the boards, turns it over. Frolik picks it up. Board play. Sedin gets it back to Alzner. Slap shot is deflected. Yager back to the point. Over to Murray. Over to Sedin, to Murray. He loses it. That's not a good place to lose the puck, Murray. Over to Alzner, to Van Eyck, to Murray, to Alzner, to Van Eyck. A little one-timer there, but Yager steals it in front of the net. Van Eyck, one-timer. Oh, just wide. Jesus, what a chance right there, but it went just wide. I believe that was Sedin. A little offhand one-timer, but it almost snuck past Lundqvist. A little poke check there. Sedin has it. Up to Yager. We should be pulling the goalie by now, but I guess not. Yager with the toe drag. Poke check. Oh, poke check almost went in. Van Eyck just shoots it at our goal. I'm not sure why he would do that. Matt Murray needs to skate off the ice, you piece of shit. Alston up to Strome. Over to Murray. So our third line's on there with our second defensive pairing. Yager, a little foot fake. Brings it in. A little fucking deeks. Oh, my God. Murray with the slapper. Deflected. Good save by Lundqvist. So Yager with a little deeks in front of the net. He wanted to go out on top right there. That might be the last hockey move of his career. We'll have to see. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not. So offensive zone face-off. Strome versus Stahl. Don't like our chances with our third line out there. My goodness. And a little tie-up. But Ehrhoff comes in and gets it. Nice stick lift. But we can't pick it up. He cannot pick up the puck. Good hit there. Good hit there. Oh, he missed. Jordan Stahl had an empty net, and he had time and he had space, and he shot it quickly and missed. So Sanheim up to Strome. Over to Draisaitl. Make him pay. Make them pay. Ribeiro. He loses it. Over to Strome in front of the net. One-timer. Oh, Lundqvist with the big save. Boys, take the puck. Pressure. What are you doing? Got to keep it in the zone if you want a chance. And we just let Sears get out the clock. So, that's it, boys. New Jersey Devils are your Stanley Cup champions, those fucking assholes. So, there goes our chance of repeating. We're going to have quite a few guys retire from our bottom six and our middle six. I should just say our bottom nine. We're going to have quite a few guys retire. We're going to need to make a lot of changes. We might not be back in this position next season, but we'll be back soon. It's not going to be a rebuild. It's going to be a retool. As Lundqvist there shaking hands with Murray, and Lundqvist is the Conn Smythe winner. Not surprising. With a 2 GAA and a 935 save. Really good performance from him, and he is going to retire on top. As John Tavares accepts the Stanley Cup from Gary Bettman in St. Louis. I'm not sure why our fans are waving the towels like that. They not realize that we lost. And the Devils fans are sitting there sad, like, come on, game, fix your shit. 3 stars, Tavares, Perron, and Stone all had 3 points. So the top line really beat us there in Game 6. So that's it for this season, boys. That's it for this video. As always, well, yeah, as always, if you enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time.